my god, I completely forgot that with my camera I can do slow motion as well, and I completely forgot about it. It's in like 720p, so it's going to be really crap. I'm just going to try it out, get some slow motion pigeon action maybe. Well, I don't know if that's any good. I don't know if that's any good because I won't actually see it till later on. It's probably crap. It was crap, wasn't it? First thing I'm going to do this morning is just go and check the pigeon nest. Tell me if this is weird. Holy crap. I mean, we're not in martial law anymore, but holy crap, have they got this place in lockdown. Like, still really early in the morning. It's not even 9 o'clock yet. The danger is not over, apparently. There is an interest. I can hear a squeaky noise. Oh no! I can hear a. Can you hear that noise? Oh god! What are you going to do, son? Just sit up there, apparently. Oh my god. Well, is that... I'm confused now. Is that how they come out the egg? Fully formed? I thought it would have no feathers or something. I don't think that was its young. I don't think that just came out of an egg. Because the pigeon's eggs are really small, aren't they? I don't know. Yeah, fucking weird day already. Yes, that is a massive beach ball. It goes to show that you never know what you're going to see. So, I don't know which way to go. I'm going to go this way. So, the video today isn't going to be about what I thought it was going to be about because I simply haven't got time to do it. I also thought to myself the other day, don't naysay, Sam. Don't say things like, oh, I wish I could have done this and I couldn't do that, so I'm going to try and not do that as well. I was reading like quite an extensive document on the train this morning, which was it's a paper that's going to be given to the Human Rights Council about basically the freedom of assembly and what's happened to the freedom of assembly. And they're going to be challenging essentially the notion that if you want to organise a protest in central London, you have to get £5 million worth of public liability insurance. And they say that that is something that is done purposefully to try and stop large protests from happening. They're also going to be starting to charge the organisers of large protests a clean-up fee, and also the police want to charge them for traffic management services. So it's going to turn into a very expensive thing doing a protest in central London, I think. I need to go the other way, otherwise I'm walking down the main road. So I'll link it in the description if you're interested in reading stuff like that. It's actually quite interesting. Other than that, on the theme of protesting, you may remember that back in the day in 2013, when I went to Bilderberg, which is actually what I wanted to talk about today, the new Bilderberg, but we'll do that tomorrow, I guess. Yeah, when I was in Bilderberg 2013, I was talking to the liaison officers, and the chief liaison officer told me that some liaison officers are trained by the American FBI. And not too long ago, I actually managed to ask a police liaison officer about that, and I'll show it to you here because it's quite an interesting response.
I'll give you a clue. So what do you think, now I'll turn it around, liaison team actually means?
I think you've already sort of attempted to explain it.
There we go.
But I saw Liaison manhandling some people the other day and arresting them at the 5th of November march. I literally have it on film. They were
Well, that's
manhandling the
brilliant.
people.
We'd love to see that film so they can be used in a court of law or for evidence or anything there. So it's
What,
very
to
important. Thank you
prosecute
very
your
much.
colleagues?
If you leave me your name, I'll make sure that film is
Yeah,
Prosecute your colleagues.
give me your name and I'll
to do whatever because
No,
it's
because
important.
you shouldn't be doing that, should you? If you're here to liaise, you shouldn't be arresting
Hang on a
people.
minute. We are liaison police officers, but it says still police in the word. If we see, unfortunately, if you were to stab this good gentleman in front of me, I couldn't stand by and say, hang on a minute, I'm only here to liaise, I'm not going to arrest you for this very
It
serious
wasn't a
offence.
Stabbing.
It wasn't a
Well,
stabbing.
stabbing.
I was not there, I don't know. But
It was
police officers
the
are
throwing of
police officers.
fireworks, I think.
Okay, but
Police
that is really
officers are-
dangerous. I would
yeah.
personally
Police
arrest
officers are
someone
police
like that.
I
if
saw
could.
somebody throwing fireworks at you, Danny, and
Yeah.
I was scared for your life.
Police
No, no,
officers,
that-
you've answered your question yourself.
Yeah,
if
that's
someone
fair
has
enough.
committed a
If that's
serious
what they were doing,
offence
then that's
that
fair
was endangering
But
the
liaison are
public,
supposed to be like not evidence gatherers, is that right?
absolutely.
But then why are you wearing a CCTV
Well,
thing?
it is compulsory, so now
Yeah, but
you'll
it's not very
find out.
nice, is it? If you're
Surely
liaising-
that is evidence that you're gathering.
Do you go around to people's
I've
houses having a liaison with
I've
them?
done actually the decency not to film it, but I should have, because really I shouldn't be filming it. I'm not
But
filming.
can that be used in evidence?
Yeah, all of them can be.
So liaison do gather evidence.
No, we don't.
What I said at the marriage.
Well, you've got it there and it can be used as evidence.
It's for my safety. If someone attacks me or I have to use force on
It's for
someone
your
for
safety,
whatever.
or is it so that you can be done by your bosses if you do something wrong?
It doesn't work like that. Come on. I think people.
it doesn't work like that.
Let's
Somehow,
make sure the
in
public
those sort of
understands.
situations,
Hang on.
usually the footage
Let's
gets lost.
make sure the public
does.
understands very carefully. I'm speaking to your camera very carefully. Let's make sure the public understands why these body-worn cameras have arrived on every police officer. They're here mainly to protect the public, okay? And they're here also to explain that police are doing a good job, and when they are doing whatever they're doing, they actually are so transparent and there's nothing to be hiding or hidden, that we are quite happy to film what we're doing. And this is why every of our vans are now been installed with CCTV cameras to make sure that this old myth of the old van carrying someone and being whatever happening.
That's what they tell you. Yeah.
I thought
Have you been trained by the FBI? That's a good question.
Yeah, have you been
trained by the FBI?
That's a good question.
Do you think that's a good question?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
Have you?
It's not a good question. What kind of question is
you
that?
What's the answer?
What kind of question is
Have
that?
you been trained by MI5?
With
No,
regards
the
to-
FBI.
Oh, the
Have you been
FBI?
trained by the FBI?
MI5, well,
No, the FBI.
Russian
FBI.
Secret Service.
Start with FBI.
This is not a good question. If you don't mind me asking, don't take offense about it, but it's not a good question.
Why?
Because you don't understand what I'm here for. I'm not here to
So is the answer no or
questions.
yes?
I'm not making an interview.
Was the answer yes or no? Are you trained by the
I'm not answer
FBI?
because it's not a good question. If you
The
ask
answer is
me,
yes. That's
can I use my... No. If you
If it
ask
was
me, can
no,
I
you'd
use
just say
my
no, wouldn't you?
Have you ever been to
loudspeaker
America on a
demonstration?
training course?
Hang on. No, we're not getting there. If you ask me, can I use my
Hostage
my loudspeaker
negotiation.
today on that demonstration, and what are the risks of me being arrested because I'm using a loudspeaker, or where am I going to pass that line, which is blah, 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 blah. That's what I'm here for.
Have you been trained by the FBI?
Well, it's not a good.
Why?
It is.
I love it.
Because you're not answering it, so it's obviously a good
Ask
question.
officers that are not here to help you. I'm here
Well,
to help you.
if he said yes,
Well, they're not
then
here to help
lots
you,
of
sorry.
people have probably jumped to a lot of conclusions.
I
And
know,
If he said no,
well,
then
based on his
it
rank,
probably wouldn't
possibly
mean
he
he
has.
trusted
Why
you more.
could you
So
ever think? I mean, I'm
It's just
returning.
interesting
What makes you
that
think that?
I do know that some police
What
liaison officers
source?
are trained by the FBI.
You do know.
Yeah.
What are your sources? I suggest you go back to your sources.
Who cares if they're trained by the
and
FBI?
No,
say-
exactly.
So what?
Well, I do because it's such an interesting question that I don't want to answer it.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, it's not. I don't want to answer it. It's just that it's not a good question because it's got nothing to do with what I'm here for.
I think-
It's not a good question.
Okay.